Hey, real quick before we hop into this one, guys, this is a Master Tracer and Sombra player. I also want to just mention, I say like a lot in this video. I'm really sorry, didn't notice that with my coaching. So I'm going to try and stop that in the future for you guys. Just a heads up.
2, 1. Attackers incoming. Escort.
Let's give it a bash, shall we?
Okay, just to start off here. Okay, yeah, I like how you're going on a flank. I was gonna say, like, just to start off here, just a little thing, like, if you wanted to go left here, I would just go around this side because it's, like, a lot harder for anyone to see you. There's a health back here, and you can kind of, like, easily just blink around and, like, get to high ground, fight someone if you want. But I like that you're going off on a flank at the start. Just, like, whenever you do go on this side of the flank, just, like, peek real quick. Make sure there's not, like, a widow or something because you have to wait till 15 seconds till you can hit tab and see, like, who all is on their team. So just a little thing there.
Okay.
Destroy that turret. You are safe. Enemy turret destroyed.
Killing pile on the corner. Escorting the payload. Stay near my pylon.
Oops.
You're good.
Just don't hit right click.
A lot of times I was like trying to mark the ball.
Yeah, no, that's really good to do because like like chasing down this ball and going after him, like he's not gonna want to like go engage on your team because like by the time he engages on your team, you're gonna have him at like half health, and then like you're just super like if you don't have to use that many blinks to get to him, you're just like it's really easy just to chase him down and finish him off too. So you'll kind of just like make him do nothing. So I like that here. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah.
Yeah.
As they say,
Destroy
try
that
again.
turret.
And then like what I would be doing while your team is resetting, instead of like coming back with your team, I would kind of do what I was saying earlier and like as soon as you see like you have to back up, it's just like go blink around this left side and then walk over here and like only use a blink if like you have 3 blinks and then like so it'll come back off cooldown. And you can kind of just like walk behind. You can go down here, try and start engaging on someone. You can walk through here, or you can just like go up through these stairs right here and start your engagement from up top. Or like you can even like blink over here, and then you got high ground again. Like it just opens up a lot more. Because like whenever you start off on these flanks, people aren't going to be aware of you. Like the only thing you have to worry about is kind of the torb turret, like trying to stay out of line of sight of it.
I still have some fight in me.
Thank you. Killing pylon out.
Enemy turret sighted.
Nice blink up top.
Enemy turret ahead. Killing pile on the corner.
And then like right here would be a time when like I want to go off to a flank. Cause like you just end up getting poked out like that turret gets you, just finishes you off after Torb gets like kind of a lucky headshot. He's just spamming up there. But like right here,
Take that space, then I need to like start trying to look for other flank routes.
yeah, cause like you engaging from the front, like I'll show you in just a second
Really
once you get over here.
unimpactful to the spread.
Yeah, like so I like that you like get this down here, but like as soon as we get this here, I'd be looking to like go down here. I'm gonna go to free cam. I'd be looking to like go down here, try and drop, and then like even take a flank like right over here and just like blink over here or something, so like we don't have a chance to like get one shot or whatever.
Yeah.
And then just like as well as like say if you like stay up here and you try and engage on someone from up here, like you're gonna be like having to use 2 blinks just to get to them. You're only gonna have 1 blink left, and you're probably just gonna have to recall very early because like there's no way you're gonna one clip someone here. Like there's not really anyone that's just like sitting back here that you could like have potential to even one clip either. So you won't be getting like much impact because you'd have to use a lot of resources, and you wouldn't be getting like any value out of them essentially.
Okay.
Skip forward a little bit.
Blinding.
Enemy turret located.
And then like same thing here. Like I'm noticing quite a bit is like you're engaging like down main on Tracer, and you almost never want to do that because like I'm saying, like to get to them, one, they're going to be seeing you like as you're trying to get to them, and two, you're going to have to use a lot of resources just to get to them. Where if like you take these flank routes like this, your blinks are going to be like coming up off cooldown. You'll get your blinks back. You can just like blink over here, and then you can kind of like go on these flanks and then start like getting impact that way, where like you're coming
Yeah.
from an angle that they're not ready for, and then like you could drop on this Kiriko here, like try and force
Or
her.
stay the high ground and fall back if I'm getting. Like,
Yeah, like
if I
force
get
her bell
coming
out.
down.
If you get
Yeah.
like if you happen to get headshot by the Kiriko or something, or like shot by the Torb and you're scared, you can just like hit recall and you're back in a safe position. Like even if you recall kind of late and don't get like the damage that you took back or whatever, like because if you don't do it in time, you can just still just like run to a health pack or something. Like engaging on these flanks is going to be like the most impactful thing so far that I'm seeing on your tracer instead of like engaging down main. But with that, I will say I really like how you're aware of like Alari's turret and always trying to take it down too. I like that.
Yeah, that's one thing. Like, I pretty much figured with a character, like if you can't take her turret out unless you can like really quickly burst her, you're just
Yeah.
so,
And like right here, since you have pulse bomb, rather than like just trying to go clear these mines and shoot the ball, because you're gonna have to play at
Go
such
for
a far
stick.
range, is like yeah, just go look for a stick. Because like if you land a stick here, like go out here, like just blink, and try and stick somebody. Where like you could force bell out, and then you'd have an opportunity to kill someone, or you can just like kind of like poke them from up top right here, try and like shoot the Kiriko a bunch, try and force her bell out, and then you could look for a stick. Like one of those two plays would be much more impactful right here. Because like you also have 2 DPS up here, so like you could even like blink back here, just like try and play on this side, so you're staying out of the Torb turret, and then like get the pylon, get them, and then try and look for stick opportunity.
okay.
Nano boost administered.
That warms the bones.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Or just a little bit.
Bye! Yes! Out of my way! I was made I'll take a redo.
Let's rewind this just a little bit.
That warms the bones.
The payload has reached the checkpoint.
Go on then! Bye! Yes! Out of my way! I was
So like
I'll
right
take a redo.
here, just a little thing, like since you were so close to like,
Go on then!
you're pretty much already done reloading, is like
Yeah.
right here, instead of going for that melee, like I get that you want to do that. Melee might have killed him, but like on a tank, that's like one of the few people I don't like to go for the melee for, just because like even if they look
Right.
really low, sometimes they can have more than just 30 health, because like it's really hard to tell when they have that many bars, like how much HP they actually have
Right.
left. And
Where
so
the
like
shield could start regenning quickly.
yeah, exactly. And then also like you had a blink up, so you didn't like your blink just came back up, so you didn't necessarily have to use recall here, because like you hadn't really taken any damage. You're only missing 10 health, and like if you get headshot by either the Alari or the Kiriko both, like you would be living through that, so you could just save your recall for right then and maybe try and like blink again after that ball. If he grabs health pack, throw a stick on him, or if he doesn't, like you can just finish him off with your pistols.
I'll take a redo. Killing pylon deployed.
Hey,
Enemy turret
And then like right here too, instead of like pushing this cart with your Ana, because it's not going to move that much faster, I would just be looking to set up, like go back top right, your top left here, and just wait and like look for an opportunity to either chase the ball down when he goes into your back line, or look to harass someone, like look to go down under, like go on a flank, try and harass the Kiriko, like just be doing something here where like if you harass the Kiriko, you get her bell out, then you can look for a stick opportunity, to, like just things like that, rather than like it barely moves the cart faster. Like the only time I think it's valid to have more than one person on the cart is if it's like very last point, like right here, like say you're like pushing right around here, this last point, and like you killed most of them and you just want to get the cart there as quick as possible in case they're gonna get the retouch. That's like the only time that I like to have more than one on cart.
Okay.
I'm going in.
And like let's look here, like let's go look for this ball's POV. I think he gets to like half health. Rewind it just a little bit. I gotta rewind a little bit more. So like right here, imagine if you were like top left right here, and like whenever this ball engages, you could just be shooting on him like the second he slams, and you'd be getting him like, he's already half health, he had to force his shields, like you could chase him down a little bit, and then just like force him out even more, and then like, you know, he's probably not gonna die here because he still has like 400 health, but you could like force him out harder, it's gonna take him longer to get healed up, and then you could just like recall back if you get into a bad position. Like you could be getting value that way right now.
Okay.
Enemy turret sighted.
The payload's moving. About time.
And what rank are you right now on DPS? I forget.
Masters 3.
Okay.
Think right.
Like right there, I honestly just would have looked for a stick on that ball just to make sure we finish him off.
Look at
Like
me
y'all end up
go.
getting him anyways, but it would have just been a little bit quicker. You could have secured that, and then you could like engage on the back line very easily. I like how you're not pushing in since you have 75 health. It's pretty sketchy. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Turret destroyed.
Let's rewind that back a little bit.
Yeah, I think I should have played the cover back there where the Mega was.
Yeah.
Cause like while I was doing it, or like when this happened, I was like in my mind like where the fuck do I go? You know, I was like I'm ducking in between like these little small like,
Yeah.
pillars and stuff.
And if she just
There's,
peeks
like, a
the
big wall
right
behind me.
angle, she can just headshot you like what she did. I would say either that or like even just like waiting for your cooldowns to come back up and like trying to play like right here. You could walk back to this health pack if like the torp peeks you up. Just like playing around cover until your resources come back up so that you can like go over here, like blink over here, and then still have like a blink or two to like try and duel them and get some value that way.
Okay.
And also with Pulse Bomb, like it recharges so quick. It's like the fastest ult in the game to charge. That like you can pretty much just use it as like an extra ability. Is how much like how you should like start thinking about it. To just try and get picks. Like if someone's far enough away from the Kiriko or they're in the back line, like you can just go for that pick. Cause most of the time they won't be able to like TP. And then like especially if like say their Junkrat's behind their Kiriko. Most of the time they won't be able to TP there and then throw the bell down in time. Like sometimes they can, but until you get to like super high ranks, like that's not going to be very likely. And even then, like people mess it up a lot. So
Yeah.
just like trying to be looking for opportunities where,
And
'cause,
even
like-
if I do, even if they do, it still wastes the Suzu and
Yeah.
resources. Yeah.
yep. Like you'd be using like, you know, Kiriko would have to blink to the back line and use her bell. And so that's like both of her cooldowns down right there. Whereas like if your team's pushing in, it'd be like a perfect time to do that.
Healing pylon out.
Why are we
And then like right here again, like you're just kind of out in the open here. You're not gonna be able to get like effective range at all. So I would just be like, even if you don't want to engage yet, just like hide around this wall right here or something. Just like be a little bit closer. Cause like if you think about here, you have to use resources to get over here. They're gonna have to take time to come back up and such. So
Away from restart.
Enemy turret destroyed.
Pylon
This
deployed.
will cut the pain.
Face the sunrise. Ah, damn it.
and then okay, just like right here, this whole kind of engagement here after we use Pulse Bomb, we're not really getting much done right here. Like we use recall, so that's fine that we don't want to engage too hard yet. But even still, like we're blinking away, whereas like me, I would be looking to like blink back here because you have a health pack to play around. So you could like be blinking back here, try and get people to come after you. And even the fact that like they're coming after you, like say like 1 or 2 people chase you, that's getting value for like your team to be able to push in for free where they're not taking damage and like not being looked at. Like if the Kiriko and the Owari both come look at you, they have like no support right now to where they can't get healed, and that's getting value too. Whereas like you could just play around this health pack, and by the time like you blink over here because you're like 10 seconds left on your recall right now, to where like you could double blink over here. By play around the health pack. If you take damage, you'll have that. You like blink back over here, and by the time you do that, like your recall is gonna
My
be
team
back
should
up
be
too.
here too.
Yeah.
Just generally be moving forward as Tracer.
Be
Like,
moving forward and trying to be like in a range where you can do something. Cause like this poke right here is just like it doesn't
it's
do
not
anything, you know?
inconsequential, yeah.
Yeah. And so like even just like shooting there and giving yourself away is like
Bad
not that
idea.
great. Cause we're like if you want to go up here and flank, I love that. It's a safe flank, and then you could go up from top here, and it'd be even safer to like go back here and blink it if you wanted to, and then like go behind, try and get them like trying to use these flanks to like just get closer to them. I think kind of like right there too, we kind of end up blinking away, whereas like I would have blinked in there too.
Healing pyro.
And like blink to the left and try to play around those health packs.
Oh, we're outnumbered. You're a real lifesaver. Payload's on the move.
Nice job blinking out.
Who needs healing?
30 seconds remaining.
Healing pylon out. Thank you kindly.
Nanoboost administered.
Nice, and then just keep chasing that ball down.
Now on
Back we go.
attack.
Meet your fate. Double overtime.
You're not worth a second chance.
Advancing payload.
Zoom. Stay near my pylon.
Supercharge the payload.
Who's on fire? I am.
And then like right now, since you guys are winning this fight, what I would be looking to do, you have pulse bomb, is I'd be looking to like go in even more here and try and stick this Mercy. Like I'd try and double blink, see if I can get close enough to the Mercy because she just used her Guardian Angel, so you might be able to land on one. But it's like, okay, if I'm too far to land from her, I'm just gonna recall out because like we have the 10 seconds since they're still respawning, they're still coming back. But if you can get that, it's gonna be another stagger to where like your team can like push up here and just yeah, like just trying to punish and then like starting a snowball like is one of the best ways to just like roll through here, especially because you guys have a minute and a half left. So if like you can just get another pick, get a snowball, like the cart's gonna be up here by the time like they have their whole team back, and then Eurus is gonna be like pushed up here, and you guys are gonna be controlling like this whole space right here, and then it's gonna make them like not know where they want to go. It's gonna like force them to make mistakes when you can like just keep snowballing them. And then like same thing here, going back and pushing cart too, when like we could be like, you know, going off right here, going on a flank, just like having someone look at us, like blink back here. You might be able to like you might be able to like have stopped that res. Your wrist ends up stopping it, but like you could just be helping out a lot right here.
Or I could have stuck her and like confirm that kill.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly. Or like at the very least, if you did stick her, you know, you might have been able to even like look at the Kiriko because she probably has her bell up, you know, things like that.
I'll take a redo.
I think I fuck up my stick on accident.
Oh yeah, that's unfortunate. Just like fat finger it or something.
Yeah, that was like one. That I don't know. I was just like kind of. I was trying to like do something and I think I accidentally pressed. And I'm like, oh, I'm about to kill myself. Try to move.
And quick question, on your keybinds on Tracer, what button do you use to ult? Is it just Q?
It's just Q.
Okay. What do you use to blink?
So I use shift.
Okay.
And for melee, I use right click. So like. When I
Oh,
wanna do it,
okay. I
so,
see.
like, so I'll hold left click, or like, and then when I try to finish people off, I'll like right click and then shift immediately after. So then it's like instant.
Yeah. What do you use to right click on everyone else? Or
Say
not right
away.
click. What do you use to melee?
V.
B? Oh, okay.
Yeah, usually. I mean, it depends on the hero. I mean, for the most part, it's usually V though.
Yeah.
Or
Okay.
it's like one of my mouse buttons too.
Uh-huh. Okay. I will say like if you can what I like to do and like what most Tracer players do is one, like I always have my melee on the same button, and for me it's just like my front mouse button on the side.
Yeah.
But also like a big thing, you don't have to do this, but like most top Tracer players, what they do is they put their alt on shift so that you can use your WASD to always move. Like whenever you want to blink, like you can blink in whatever direction you need to. It just makes it feel a little bit more comfortable. Like you can have all four direction movements where like if you hit Q, you're either gonna have to take your finger off of A or you're gonna have to take it off W to like slide over, and it gets like
Wait,
a
okay.
little
So
uncomfortable.
okay. So they use the alt on what shift?
They shift, yeah, and then what they do to blink is almost everyone uses their right click to blink too.
Okay.
But like if it would take some time to get used to, so I'm not like I usually don't say anything about keybinds, but like for Tracer specifically,
That's kind of no. That I think that is important.
yeah,
And
I think
then
like pretty much everyone does it. And then with your blinks, like you can just like most blinks when people do them is like they'll blink, like they'll look in the direction like they want to blink right, they're gonna look here, and then they're gonna hit right click and then blink here. Like
so
they like
shift for bomb,
shift, yeah,
Okay.
shift for your pulse bomb for your ultimate, and then right
and then
click
right
your
click to blink.
blink, yeah. And then like what I would do is just like so it feels more comfortable on every hero is just like I would try to get your melee button on the same hero, but like if it messes up too much for you, don't worry about that. But that's just personally what I would do. And then like I was saying, whenever people blink, they almost always like are looking in the direction where they're blinking, unless they like just have to get out really quick. It's like the same thing with like how a Sojourn will slide too. Like you want to be looking in the direction that you slide because it's always more accurate when you're
Right.
looking that way, rather than just like trying to get it perfect and like looking here and then sliding backwards. Because sometimes like you won't look perfectly here, you look right here, and then whenever you slide backwards, it's like oh shit, I hit this wall now,
There's
and
a
then you
wall.
fuck it up. Yeah.
Right.
Whereas like if you're looking where you are, it's gonna be more accurate.
Gotcha.
The payload is approaching its destination.
And, like right here, I like how you stay up here, but I wouldn't have chased this Reaper down because like the second he lands, you're gonna have to use both your blinks to get over to him to do anything, and he's gonna hit his shift too, anyways, you know. So
Probably
like,
could have shot the Mercy up a little bit
yeah,
more.
exactly. That's what I was thinking. Like if you just like stayed over here, like dinked up this Mercy or this Ana, like try and force out an Ana cooldown, like you see her peak, blink over here to like try and juke a sleep or a nade that you think might be coming out, like blink past them, just like harass their supports here so that they can't support anyone coming in.
Okay. So far this is really
Sweet.
30 seconds remaining.
Aw, unfortunate.
especially the keybind usage, because I thought I was like onto something with right click on punt
Mhm.
or melee, because like I don't know, it was just so much easier for me.
Yeah.
So I might just rebind it to like another mouse button, because it's probably
Yeah.
the same.
Do you
Not too
use any
bad.
abilities on your mouse buttons or anything?
No,
Okay,
never.
yeah. I would definitely just try to like use your front mouse button then, like your front or your back, whichever one's more comfortable for you, because you can still get that like instant blink melee too, where like you
Yeah.
blink in and like recall out or whatever. It just makes it feel pretty comfortable.
Okay.
Oh shit. But there's plenty of Tracer players too as well that like they don't use their mouse button. They'll still just use V or whatever.
Yeah.
But
Old man.
melee is not important, but I think that right click on blink and then the shift on pulse bomb is pretty important.
Yeah, that is.
Enemy turret ahead.
Can't keep me away.
The payload will not move under 10 seconds.
Enemy turret sighted.
Because I was under the misconception that like blinking,
Mhm.
like I didn't know, like as you said, it's a lot more accurate to like blink when you're looking at it.
Yeah.
And I've always been like, maybe blinking's more about like going in the direction you don't, you know what, like complete up time, like blinking without looking in that direction, and then just continually shooting, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. No, I get that. And there's like times where you can be doing that, but for
But
the
it's more
most part,
important. Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
like for the most part, most people are gonna blink like whenever they're reloading or things and things like that. So like there's times when it, but it's like a small majority of the time, probably like 10 or 15% of the time where like you're walking in a direction you want to blink like there, and then like even then like you're gonna have to readjust your aim either way when you do
Yeah.
blink, so
Okay. That makes more sense.
yeah. It's like let's pull this back here. Let's think about it. Like just going in on this Torb here, like say you wanted to blink behind him, like the most effective way to like would be to just blink straight and then do a quick 180. Whereas like
Yeah.
if you like were to try to like do some fancy shit like blink behind, like look behind like 180 and then blink just so you like have it there before, like it's gonna take the same amount of time, and you might fuck up the blink, you know? Like
Yeah,
this is like a
okay.
weird specific case because like Torb's in your face. Obviously, you would never like
But I mean,
180,
but it
but
makes sense. It makes
yeah,
sense.
it's just to like give that example, yeah. And then like here, I would have
I just get
like,
better.
yeah.
I like fucking the blinks. So
Yeah, like even here, since it's the last 8 seconds, I would be looking to like blink right here, like at the start of this team
yeah,
fight, and then like
get
trying to touch for my team, and then I think I told you like you only have to touch the last 3 seconds to initiate overtime. So like once it's 3.0, you can hit like touch that cart, and it's gonna initiate that overtime tick to where you won't have to touch it for like another
is
4 seconds.
it last 5 or 3?
Last
3?
3 seconds, yeah.
Okay. And what about for control point or
Control
cough?
point, it's 97%. So the second it hits 97%, because each percent is a second, I think.
Okay.
It's the same thing, like the last 3% or the last 3 seconds.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh wait, sorry.
No, you're good.
I didn't remember. I forgot that you're already touched there.
Just in a healing pylon. Just in time.
Careful, there's more of them than us.
Helden sterben nicht. Yes.
Oh yeah, no, that's just kind of we're touching at the end. Yeah.
And then I swap Sombra for this next
Okay.
play. Mainly because people were complaining about the ball.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm pretty alright on Sombra. I might as well at least give it a shot.
Let me rewind back. Where did you put your translocator here? Do you know?
Let's see. Rewind it a little bit further because
Okay.
I put it at the beginning.
Okay.
With translocator, I put it in like tricky spots where like
Yeah.
I tried to make sure because I knew that like the ball was gonna be once he
It's right
realized I
here?
was coming after him. Yeah, it's right behind me in that corner.
Okay, in that corner, yeah. He's probably gonna start looking for that. So like the
Once
thing
he-
I'll
once
say
he
about
does-
that is like this first fight, they're not gonna know you're on Sombra too. So I would just like have it in like an average spot where like you could even put it just like right behind here, or like put it like right in this like little health thing here. And then like if he like the ball wants to take a big flank early, he'll see it, but then like you would know he's walking this way as well because he shoots that translocator. And so you could just be like, okay, invis, and then like try and like throw a translocator like just back here real quick or like anywhere. It doesn't necessarily have to be on a health pack because like you want it to be like kind of in the middle of like where you can get engage on the fight quickly because you don't want a huge downtime, and like two where like it's still in a safe spot where someone's probably not gonna see it. But that first fight, usually, I always like try to have it somewhere close because like they're never gonna be aware of you like being on Sombra that first fight.
Yeah.
And then we're just gonna skip it forward 20 seconds.
Enemy turret destroyed.
¿Qué tal? Who called pest control?
And then like say you had it over here and that ball goes back here, you have that health pack
TP.
trace already. You could TP here, you could hack him again, and then you could just like you could shoot him up. That TP is gonna be on like a 3-second cooldown. So like if he gets close to killing you, you could just like TP over and like go back to your team. You can play around this health pack, like try and walk on it as you hack him again. Like it would be able to like shut down the angle that he wants to go to.
You're mine now. I'm under attack. Ay, te asusté.
Tactical termination.
Gracias. Getting rusty, old man.
Sack.
Enemy turret here.
I like that you did not peek this in there when you saw him holding his right click.
Yeah.
You don't want to just walk into it, get domed.
Learned that from Tracer, dude. Like, do not.
Yep.
Ya
peek
volví.
with that.
Who called pest control? No vaya a ser que lo necesite.
That sucks for the ball.
Yeah.
Healing pylon deployed. System compromised. Mucho mejor. Ultimate is charging up. And I'm back.
Nice follow up there.
You're mine now.
Then like right
Much
here,
better.
I'm not a big fan of you going back here and going back to hack the health pack because you could have just like invis and like just stayed in the fight too. Because like really, what you have like 100 HP. Whereas like you
I
could
could've
just
got healed or something.
yeah, you
too.
could have like stayed in this corner, hit your shift, and then just like walked over this health pack even, and like gone back. You're like, oh, I see a Bastion on half health. We could like go on him, or we could like walk up high ground and try and hack this ball that's gonna go on our or our soldier right here. Just like things like that. Just like you could have been a little bit more in the fight there because you weren't necessarily
Mine
super
now.
close to dying.
Feeling much better. ¿Qué onda?
Nice finish there though.
Hack complete.
Appreciate it.
Healing pylon out. Systems hacked.
My ultimate is ready. Nano boost is ready to deploy.
Captive Sun is ready to
And I'm assuming you're looking for like a oh, I was thinking you're looking for an ult here.
Somebody call.
Yeah, I knew he was like from that last kill. I knew he was like coming, or
You're
he knew where I
mine now.
was. And
Yeah.
balls tend to like camp translocators anyway, so it's just like I'm gonna do it. I did it on a whim.
Always
Like
plan an
if he
exit.
comes after me,
Okay.
I'm just doing it to
Yeah.
fuck with him, and then just to see where he goes. I threw it up there, so like I don't know. I don't know if that position was
So-
good, but I was just like,
Yeah, I was just about to comment on that. Like, I don't like this one because, like, yeah, it is safe, but like, let's think
It's
how
way
long.
too
Like, it's gonna
far.
hit shift. We're gonna have to be like, even if we're walking fast, like, it's gonna take us like a good 10 seconds to get back to this fight. And like, your team could like 2, 3 people could die on your team by the time you do that. Whereas like, if you had it like, even just like toss it up here, unless you have known like the ball to go up here, like that would have been like much closer to the team, and you could have like been like it's still in a like just as a safe spot. Like if you throw it in this corner, pretty much. And then also like back here, since you had EMP, I thought you were gonna do it, and it would have been really good here to like just stay on this high ground here, wait for their whole team to walk in, and then just like
An
get a
EMP.
big EMP. Like say the ball does pick your Ana in the back line, like she has a sleep and a nade to protect her, so she shouldn't die immediately. But even if she does, like you get a big EMP on 3 or 4 of their teammates, you guys are still gonna win the team fight, you know? So like when you
Yeah.
do have EMP, like playing to like if you wanted to like you could have done like this would be the better play is like just to wait for them to round this corner here, get a big EMP. But even what you could have done is like wait right here, wait for the ball to come in on your Ana, like try to hack him, like stay invis right here, and then once you do, you hack him, and then he tries to like it's like 2.5, 3 seconds, something like that, where like he can't use abilities, and then as soon as he gets his abilities back up, EMP him there and take like half his current health.
Yeah.
You're gonna kill that ball, and then you could walk in on the team fight. Like if the ball was being the biggest threat here, but
yeah, because I don't think I use EMP. My EMP is really bad on this
Mhm.
build. We'll see
Somebody
that.
call. You're mine
and
now.
then I'm just gonna rewind back to where we were.
Always plan an exit.
I'm on fire.
Ready
Looks
to
like your team ends up
activate the
wiping them
EMP.
here anyways, pretty much. Your soldier got a really good ult.
¿Me extrañaste? Who called pest control? Soy intocable.
Nice job chasing him
My
down.
ultimate is good to go.
Positioning healing pylon.
¿Qué tal?
I've been doing this for years.
Nice.
Who the hell are
System compromised.
impersonate somebody
You're
else?
mine now.
60 seconds remaining.
Hack complete.
Healing pylon deployed. I am ready to unleash my ultimate.
Face
Let
the
me rewind this here.
I am ready to unleash my ultimate.
I think here, rather than like trying to chase this ball down, is like you could just wait on this high ground here for him to go. Like just wait right here, and if he doesn't go, you could like just try and like, you know, it's like okay, ball's not engaging on my Honor or anything yet. We can just go back here because you know, like I was saying earlier, we have EMP here, and EMP is like a fight winner. It's like one of the best ults to win a fight. So you could just be like walking over here, try and take a flank over here, and then walk back up. Like if you notice him not going there, and then just like look for a big EMP as their team is rounding this corner. Because like their ball right now, he's already worried about you hacking him because you've done it several times before. So he's playing super safe. And then like if you were just like here to EMP, like he's not getting any value right now either since he's not going on
And his team
anyone.
just gets ran over.
Yeah, and then his team's gonna get ran over because he's not gonna be there to like boop anyone back, boop anyone off high ground, like. Whereas like you end up being the like not. I don't want to say useless because it sounds rude, but it's like in a way you're kind of just like end up being useless here because you're trying to chase the ball down, and he's so fast that like you can't really catch up to him.
Ya volví. I'm coming in hot.
And then like even right here, personally, what I would have done is like once I hit this like shift right here, I would have like ran over here. Well, first if I saw this Mercy going for the res, I would either try and hack her, and if I feel I don't have time, I'm just gonna hit Q, pop her, because it's like it's 20 seconds left. It's pretty much last fight territory to where like they will have one more fight, but they'd have to come in, stagger, and they'd be down a player and stuff as they're walking in. So like this Mercy res, okay, let's hack her or try an alter. Like what I would have done like before we even saw this Mercy res is I would have like ran over here, ran up here, and just like wait for another opportunity to hack them as they're coming in for this last fight opportunity.
Yeah.
Or like not hack them, but I mean EMP there.
EMP, yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's like
And
one of the reasons why we maybe lose the
Systems
fight.
hack.
I don't know yet.
Apagando las luces.
Okay, so not a terrible EMP, but like what we could have done to make this better is like think about like, you know, you EMP'd from the high ground here and then you fall down, so you're not able to follow up on this soldier at all here. Where like, and then like soldier saw you, so like what I would have done here instead of like EMPing right here is like say you do EMP right here. Well the Mercy used Guardian Angel, so that would have been kind of unlucky. I would have went for the Mercy because it looked like she was under. Or even better, like I would have just walked to the right over here, and then like walked up on them and then hit an EMP on them up top. Like instead of like jumping down right here and trying to pop EMP, just like walking over here, taking like an extra 3-4 seconds to walk up here and then hit an EMP. Yeah. And then you could like use it on this corner so you can try and hit as many people as possible, and then go after like whichever target you think's easiest to kill, whether it be the Mercy or the soldier or whatever.
Yeah, I need to start thinking like that, to be fair, with EMPs.
Apagando las luces.
I am strong and brave.
I've got you in my sights.
Catch you later. Somebody call.
Yeah.
And then see, now we're out of the fight for like 10-15 seconds.
Tactical
Trying to get
visor
back.
activated.
Whereas like imagine if you had like had your translocator like right here, you'd have been in this fight like 5 seconds ago, and you'd be able to like hack someone, help your team get a kill, and maybe win this fight again here.
Right.
No estás a mi nivel.
So I think the biggest thing so far is on Tracer, like trying to take flanks to start off your engagements, and then for Sombra is trying to like have your translocator in a spot to where you can like be back in the team fight pretty quickly. Like it doesn't have to be right near them, but like in the middle of like being away safe enough and still being close enough back to come back and be in that fight. And then also just like looking for more EMP opportunities, because like if you would have used that EMP, because you had it when it was like 2 minutes in the game, you could have used that EMP and you would have had another one by the time this last fight comes around too.
Yeah.
To build that up again. Like by the time you use that first one.
Yeah, no doubt.
The payload has
Sie werden
reached
dich
the
nicht
drone.
kriegen. And I'm back. Gotta go.
And then also just with your EMPs, kind of like I said earlier, just like looking for like seeing like if I EMP here, who am I gonna be able to follow up on? Just like try and think about that right before you use EMP, and it'll make you like use smarter EMPs as well.
Did I scare you? We can still be friends, right? Face the sunrise!
An unwise choice.
Hack complete.
Nice,
I'm
I call that.
untouchable.
And then like right here, what you can do with Sombra, since they already have first point, is you can like just run through here really quickly as they're respawning, and then like
high
throw a
ground.
translocator over here, because like you're gonna
Okay.
be like really close to the fight. You have a health pack right here, and I honestly wouldn't even help like hack the health pack, because if someone ever sees that, they're gonna be like, oh shit, there's probably a Sombra translocator over here.
Yeah.
But like just like throw one in this corner, because it's very rare that someone's gonna like come around this corner and just like look for a translocator. And if they do, you can start playing around that differently. But like unless someone starts like noticing you like going in their back line and placing a translocator, I wouldn't like stop doing it pretty much. Because then like say you translocate here, like you're in the fight, you're shooting them up, and you translocate here, like you're gonna be back in this fight in like 5 or 6 seconds, to where you can just hack someone again from behind, and they're not gonna be ready for you to like stop the hack, because you're gonna be hacking them from behind too. So it's just like kind of a little bit more powerful, and you're on a mega here, so like no matter how much health you take, you're gonna heal back up to full.
Right.
You're mine now.
Join me.
¿Me extrañaste?
That sucks.
I've got you in
Yeah,
my
just random
sights.
spam.
And then yeah, here, just invis again, just wait for him.
Helden sterben nicht. ¿Qué onda?
And then yup,
Apagando las
perfect
luces.
VP.
60 seconds.
Y'all should just be able to dump on him after that.
Sie werden dich nicht kriegen. Systems hack. Soy intocable.
My ultimate is almost ready.
Hack
And this
complete.
EMP here, I really like it, because one, oh, let me rewind it a bit more.
60 seconds.
Because one,
remaining.
you hit 3 people, but two, like you have teammates to follow up with you right here. So like, I'm gonna just wait for it a second.
Healing pylon out.
It's like, so pause right here. Like, let's think here. Your wrist is up top, your soldier's on high ground, both your supports up here, like your entire team's on high ground. So like the second you hit this EMP on these 3 down here, like you have follow up, because they're gonna be like, oh shit, everyone's EMP'd. Now we're all looking at them, and it's like everyone can follow up here on them if they'd like. And then your Orisa falls down, pushes that soldier into the corner up here, so she can follow up on him. And it's gonna do like, I forget the damage amplifier, but it basically just makes everyone do more damage whenever someone's hacked. So it's just like a Zen Discord. It's probably like 25% or something like that.
60 seconds remaining.
Let's fast forward a little bit.
Hack complete.
Join me.
Just in case.
30 seconds remaining.
Uh-oh.
Party was boring.
Steady. Victory is nearly ours. Helping you out.
I'm sure. Like, did you know that ball was there whenever you threw your translocator? Or like when, or not when you threw it, but like when you TP'd to it? Do you remember?
I don't know what I was thinking at that point. I think
Oh, okay.
either like I threw it and I accidentally like fat finger it, or like
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I see ball, I'm gonna try to fight him, and I realized, oh fuck,
Oh, yeah.
bad decision, you know? 'Cause
Bad decision, because you won't be able to get that hack off or anything, because
Yeah.
yeah, it's like right on top of him, so.
But I think I was just trying to be greeting with it, or greedy.
Greedy, yeah. And it's like, instead of like throwing it all the way back here too, what I was gonna say a little bit earlier was just like, you could just like throw it in this corner here, because like the only person that's gonna be able to see it is the ball.
Is that
And
ball?
if he does get it, like you're probably like most of the time when people destroy your translocator, as long as you're like paying attention to it, because it'll pop up on your screen too. It'll be like translocator destroyed. I don't know if it says that exactly. It'll say something though on your screen,
The
and then you can
icon
just
will,
like be safe, yeah. And then just play safe from it. And then you'd also like if you had thrown it in this corner rather than like having it all the way back here, it'd be much easier to like get back in this fight really quickly if you need to pop your like little invis, grab health pack if you need to, and then get back in the fight rather than like taking these extra like 7-8 seconds that it's going to take to walk over here to here.
Yeah.
So I think that's just like the biggest thing on your Sombra that I've noticed.
I've got men.
10
Tactical
seconds.
visor activated.
We can pull this off. Translocators set.
Yeah, and it ends pretty simple.
Yeah. So I'd say like the biggest thing, like I was saying on your tracer, is try and look where you blink. Maybe place some quick play for like an hour or so whenever you want to
Yeah.
change your keybinds
See how
and
it
just
goes.
get used to it, see if you like it. And if it's too annoying to get used to, you can always just go right back. But I would try it, see how it feels for you. And then
Right.
also, like the biggest thing on your tracer though is like starting off the engagements from
Starting off
flank
flank.
positions. Yeah,
Yeah.
because like going down main, they're gonna see you, they're gonna be aware of you. You don't have that like the biggest like thing like same thing with Sombra. You don't have that surprise factor pretty much whenever you're
Yeah.
coming from down main, and then you have to use more resources to get to them too. Whereas like it'll take longer to flank, but it'll be safer and more impactful because they won't be ready for you. So.
I think generally with ultimates, I'm just a little bit hesitant to use them because
Mhm.
like they're so impactful and like it's
Yep.
just like I could win a fight, I could lose a fight because of it and stuff like that. But I think I
Mhm.
definitely need to start using them more.
No, I definitely agree. Like they are super impactful, but like especially for that reason, you can just snowball off of it. So like if you can use your ult on a fight, like especially like a tracer pulse bomb, just to, like throw it out there, get it used, because like if you just like, especially if there's like a Kiriko on the team, if you just wait forever for the Kiriko to use Bell, it's gonna take you like another minute, minute and a half by the time you get your ult to be able to use it. So like a lot of the time, just like looking for someone who's far enough away from the Kiriko to where she can't teleport to it. Like she might be able to teleport to him, but she's not gonna realize it in time to where she can teleport, throw the bell. So like like
Right.
someone
And even
behind
if she
her,
does, that's
someone
just
on and
another
off
kill they can
angle.
try to get.
Yeah, exactly. So just like that, and then on your Sombra, like the translocator, you're throwing them just like way too far back, trying to do them like a lot closer to the team fights. And then two, just like whenever you look for those ultimates, just like have someone you can follow up on, or have your team be
Yeah.
able to follow up on them with you too. Like just be a little bit more deliberate with them, and then try to use it a bit more often too. Because like in that first defense there, we were just holding on to our ultimate for too long, to where like we could have
Yeah.
used it, snowballed, and got another ultimate by the time we used that one in the last fight on the first point.
Yeah.
I would
Yeah.
say
That's pretty.
that's. Oh, go ahead.
No, that's good.
Yeah, I'd say that's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's I'm fine with that.
Well,
I
bet, dude.
appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem. If you play it all today, good luck in your games. And if like in a day or two, there should be a review channel like right above this voice chat. If you feel like the
Yeah.
coach session went well, and if you feel like it helps you in the future, I'd really appreciate a review.
Yeah.
But you got any questions before I go?
Nah, no, nothing yet.
Alrighty,
Appreciate it.
man. No problem. And if you have any questions, feel free to DM me. I may not get back to them instantly because I'm usually like if
Yeah.
I'm
No.
streaming or whatever, but I'll get back to them same day most of the time. Might just be like a
Yeah.
few
No,
hours or
that's fine.
something. But alrighty,
All right. I
dude.
appreciate it. You
Yeah,
have
no
a good
problem,
one.
dude. Have a good one. See you, chicken.
Hey guys, I'm currently live 2 p.m. Central to 10 p.m. Central every single day this week. And next week, Tuesday through Friday, come and join the stream. I really appreciate it. And thank you guys so much for watching. If you drop a like and subscribe, it really helps. Thank you guys so much. Have a good one.